ìgbàanì ó ń gbani.
Agbára ìgbàanì ń gbani.
Ọlọ́run WOHEM ó ń gbani. Ọlọ́run wòlíì Akeju ó ń gbani àwọn ọ̀tá.
Mo gbóhùn Olúwa.
Hear the voice of the Lord.
Olúwa ní pé.
And the Lord said.
Kí n sọ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn.
That she made it known to people and everyone.
Ìpè ibùgbé òun wọn ò tún ṣe.
That the dwelling place of God is not being, is not
Pẹpẹ
being well
òun
treated.
wọn ò yá sí mímọ́.
The altar of God is not made sacred.
Pẹpẹ òun wọn ò yá sí mímọ́.
The altar of God is not made sacred.
Wọ́n kó àìmọ́ wọbẹ̀.
They are bringing the unclean things to the altars of God.
Láyé àtijọ́.
In the olden days.
Pẹpẹ Ọlọ́run.
The altar of God.
Ó wà ní mímọ́.
Has been holy.
Wọ́n máa ń kaṣọ kọ́fà ẹni.
Was normally covered.
Ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tá lọ máa ṣe ìrúbọ sí Ọlọ́run nínú pẹpẹ yìí.
The servant of God that will be making sacrifice in this altar.
Ó gbúdọ̀ jẹ́ mímọ́.
Must be very clean and holy.
Ó gbúdọ̀ jẹ́ aláìdẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
Must be without sin.
Tó bá yẹ ti fẹ́ lọ ṣe ìrúbọ sí Ọlọ́run.
And anytime you want to go and make a sacrifice unto God.
Wọ́n máa so ṣéènì mọ́ ẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀ ni.
A chain will be tied to his leg.
Tó bá wá rúbọ tán.
Then after the sacrifice is made.
Tí ò bá wá sí ìkankan.
And nothing happened.
Á jáde láyé àtàrà.
He's going to come out alive.
Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá dẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
But what if he has dipped his hand into sin?
Kò ní lè jáde mọ́.
He won't be able to come out.
Àwọn tó dẹ̀ wá ń tẹ̀ta wọn ò lè kọ́ bẹ̀.
And the people outside don't have the privilege to come.
Ṣé ènìyàn náà máa fi wọ́ ọ síta?
It's the chain they are going to use to draw him out.
Fún àpẹẹrẹ.
For instance.
Sẹkẹrẹyà.
Zechariah.
Ó jẹ́ àlùfáà Ọlọ́run.
He was a prophet of God.
Ó jẹ́ àlùfáà mímọ́.
And a holy prophet.
Ó dẹ̀ máa rúbọ.
Normally make sacrifice.
Sí Ọlọ́run ní àkókò dé àkókò.
To God every now and then.
Òun ló jẹ́ kó fẹ́ dàbí ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì.
And that is why he wants to look like he's weary.
Nígbà tí ìyàwó rẹ̀ kò lóyún.
When the wife is yet to conceive.
Ṣé Elizabeth ìyàwó ẹ̀ ò lóyún?
Then Elizabeth, his wife, is yet to conceive.
Ṣùgbọ́n ní ọjọ́ kan.
But the day came.
Ó wọnú pẹpẹ lọ.
He entered into the altar.
Ó lọ rúbọ sí Ọlọ́run.
To go and make sacrifice unto God.
Ọ̀dà. Nígbà tó parí ìlú wa.
Then after the sacrifice is complete.
Áńgẹ́lì Ọlọ́run.
The angel of the Lord.
Áńgẹ́lì Gabriel.
Angel Gabriel.
Ó pe orúkọ ẹ̀.
Called his name.
Ó wá dáhùn.
And he answers.
Wọ́n lọ pé.
He said, who is it?
Wọ́n rí pé Áńgẹ́lì Gabriel wọ́n ti àjẹ́ Ọlọ́run.
She now discovered it was an angel of God.
Ó wá sọ fún nígbà náà pé.
He now told him that time that.
Elizabeth aya ẹ o àlóyún fún.
And your wife Elizabeth shall conceive.
Arúgbó tó dà yóò kò mà ní kó wá gbọ́.
Say by this time she will conceive.
Ní ọjọ́ ogbó yìí o àlóyún.
In this very old age she will conceive.
Ní ọjọ́ ogbó yìí o àbímọ.
In this very old age she will conceive.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí wá yà Sẹkẹrẹyà kan.
And this baffles the man of God.
Ó ti gbẹ kámú nígbà
He
náà.
has already accepted his faith as at that time.
Pé wọ́n á máa ṣiṣẹ́ ìrìnàjò
And
àwọn.
will continue with the work of God.
Kò jẹ́ kí èyí ó jẹ́ ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì fún iṣẹ́
He
ìrìnàjò.
did not allow it to affect his
Ó sì ń
nature.
rú ẹbọ tí Ọlọ́run ní àkókò
He
rẹ̀.
performed a sacrifice in due season.
Ó sì ń wọ́pẹ́ ó sì ń gbàdúrà sí
Coming
Ọlọ́run.
into the altar and praying unto
Ó
God.
sì ya ẹ̀ mọ́ gbé ìgbé ayé
He
wa.
was sacred and made himself holy, living a holy lifestyle.
Ìgbà tó wá dàbí pé pòfẹ́sọ̀ àwọn wá ní pé àmì olùmọ̀ á fi mọ̀.
He now asked just for him not to be doubtful that what is the sign that come with
Ó wá
it.
sọ pé àyàn ni.
So you are going to become
Ó sì rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
dumb. And that is how it is.
Kẹ́kẹ́ jẹ́ àlùfáà mímọ́.
Zechariah was a holy pastor.
Ó lè pa òfin Ọlọ́run mọ́.
And he always keep the commandment of God.
Ó ṣe fẹ́ Ọlọ́run.
He's doing the will of God.
Ó ń lọ pẹpẹ.
Always go to the altar.
Ìgbà tí Jésù tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dákẹ́, ìgbà náà ni aṣọ ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ sẹ́fìrì tó yà.
It was until Jesus passed away that the last breath was given. That was when the cloth that was used to cover
Ènìyàn
the
kì í
altar.
ní àǹfààní láti rí pẹpẹ láti
Not allowed to see the altar in the olden days.
àfi ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run nìkan yóò tó gbàdúrà níbẹ̀ tí
Only the servant of God that made prayer to God there that has a privilege.
Lẹ́nìí,
Now,
pẹpẹ
altar
wọn ò ṣe mímọ́.
is not holy like before.
Ẹni tó ṣe menstruation lọ́wọ́,
Even those who are menstruating as a lady,
á dẹ̀ lọ rí pẹpẹ,
they will
á
go to
kúnlẹ̀
the
síbẹ̀,
altar, they will be kneeling down there,
á dẹ̀ pẹpẹ Ọlọ́run.
and they will be climbing the altar of God.
Ṣùgbọ́n má ṣì mí gbọ́.
Don't misquote me.
Mo sọ nípa pẹpẹ Ọlọ́run.
We are talking about the holy altar of God.
Kìí ṣe pẹpẹ tán ní òògùn mọ́lẹ̀ síbẹ̀.
It's not the kind of altar that was planted with shine.
Kìí ṣe pẹpẹ tán rúbọ òkùnkùn síbẹ̀.
It's not the altar that was made sacrifice of evil there.
Ṣùgbọ́n ní àwọn ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tó dúró lórúkọ Jésù nìkan
The
ṣoṣo.
servant of God has stood upon the name of Jesus alone.
Wọ́n láti ya pẹpẹ Ọlọ́run sí mímọ́.
We need to make sacred the altar of God.
Ẹni tó bá ṣe mẹsẹ́jọ̀
Whoever that is, doing a period
bẹ́ẹ̀ tán ipe òkú pẹpẹ Ọlọ́run.
doesn't have the right to enter into or to climb
Ẹni
the
tó bá ṣe bá
altar.
obìnrin ní àṣepọ̀.
Whoever that just made an intercourse with a woman
Kò lẹ́ẹ̀tọ́ pé òkú pẹpẹ
doesn't
Ọlọ́run.
have the right to climb the altar.
Ẹni tó dẹ̀ṣẹ̀
Those who are sinners
kò lẹ́ẹ̀tọ́ fún òkú pẹpẹ Ọlọ́run.
don't have the right.
Ẹni tó dẹ̀ṣẹ̀ pé
And those
inú òkùnkùn ló rẹ̀
who dwell in darkness at all times,
kò lẹ́ẹ̀tọ́ láti pé òkú pẹpẹ
they
Ọlọ́run.
don't have the right to climb the altars of God.
So pẹpẹ yóò gbúdọ̀ wà nínú.
This altar must be made holy.
Ibùgbé Ọlọ́run ni.
It is the dwelling place of God,
A gbúdọ̀ yà sí mímọ́.
and it has to be made sacred.
Àlùfáà gan tí a bá ti pé tí ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ò ká mọ́ bóyá ó ṣàgbèrè.
Even a pastor that is not clean, maybe he's indulged in adultery or fornication,
Tàbí ó mutí.
or maybe he's a drunkard.
Tàbí ó wà nínú ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn.
Maybe he's one of the
Tàbí ó ṣe
secret
òkùnkùn.
gods. Maybe he's in darkness.
Kò lẹ́ẹ̀tọ́ kó máa gùn pẹpẹ
You
Ọlọ́run.
don't have the right to be climbing the altars of God.
Ṣùgbọ́n láyé òde òní.
But nowadays,
Bí àwọn pásítọ̀ wọ̀nyẹn ti wá jẹ́.
how those pastors are doing
Lórí
it,
ṣíṣe ìlú kan gùn pẹpẹ Ọlọ́run.
several people were allowed to be climbing the altars of God.
Inú Ọlọ́run kò dùn sí.
And God is not delighted and happy with this.
Ibi mímọ́ ni.
It's a holy place.
Fún ẹni tó bá fẹ́ nímọ̀ lórí pẹpẹ yìí.
For whosoever that want to have an understanding about
Ó lọ
altar,
síwèé Luke
go to the book of St. Luke,
orí kìíní.
chapter 1,
Kó tẹ̀ ká gan láti ẹsẹ̀ kìíní dé ìkejìlá.
from verses 1 down to verse 12.
A tún lè mọ̀ sí dáadáa.
And you have more understanding about
Pẹpẹ
altar.
ibi tí àwọn angẹ́lì Ọlọ́run máa wá ni.
The altar is a place where the angels of the Lord
Ìyẹn tó
dwell.
bá jẹ́ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì mímọ́ ti Ọlọ́run.
It's only for an holy church of God,
Kì í ṣe ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì lẹ́gbẹ́ òkùnkùn náà fi pinlẹ̀.
not the one that is established by darkness,
Kì í ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì òkùnkùn tó kùnkùn tó máa fi òkùnkùn pinlẹ̀.
or maybe the one that is founded in evil and darkness.
Òrìṣà tí wọ́n fi pinlẹ̀ rẹ̀ lá máa tẹ̀lé wọn.
It is the idol that was used as the foundation.
Ẹ̀mí
that we
búburú tó fi
follow.
pinlẹ̀ lá máa tẹ̀lé
It is
wọn.
the evil spirit that is used from the inception that we are
Ṣùgbọ́n
affected
pẹpẹ Ọlọ́run
But the only altar of
tó
God
bá jẹ́ mímọ́,
that is holy,
áńgẹ́lì Ọlọ́run á wà níbẹ̀.
angel of the Lord dwells.
Mo rántí ìgbà kan
That you remember,
ní 2001,
that is about 23 years ago.
2002,
Okay, 22 years ago.
mo ṣe ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ ìfún.
Our daddy went on a mini administration to Lagos.
Wọ́n tẹ̀lé evangelist náà sí mílùú gbà
An
náà.
evangelist was sent to him.
Evangelist wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń wá ní.
He was just a new person in church.
Náà ti wò wá ẹ̀.
So our daddy was still looking at his
Mo ti
behavior
wò
and
wá ẹ̀.
attitude, looking at how he's going
Mi ò lè
to
mú
be.
travel.
So he cannot travel with him.
Ṣùgbọ́n mo ní káwọn pásítọ̀ kan fojú sí.
And now said other people should be looking at him.
Gbà tó di alẹ́,
Then in the night,
ó kúrò ní yàrá.
he left the room.
Ó wá lọ sí pẹpẹ.
Now went to the altar.
Kò jẹ́ káwọn pásítọ̀ yẹn mọ̀.
He did not allow those pastors to
Àwọn màdúrà tó
know
fẹ́ dá nìkan gbà
the
níbẹ̀.
kind of prayer I want to pray
Oh,
privately
come
or
back.
secretly. He went there and climbed the altar.
Pé yóò gbàdúrà ó wá sùn.
After he prayed and slept,
Bí akẹ́ iṣẹ́ yọ sí.
and the angel of death appeared unto
Ó
him,
dẹ̀ jí orí kéde.
and he saw with his own physical eye,
Akẹ́yẹ wá sọ mi pé
and the angel of death told him,
ibi tó wà yìí kò tọ́ sí.
this place you have, you are not meant to be,
Nítorí pé ọwọ́ rẹ̀ kò mọ́.
because your hands are not clean,
Nítorí pé alágbèrè ni.
because he's a fornicator.
Pé ibi mímọ́ Ọlọ́run lélẹ́yìí.
And this is the holy place of God,
Ibùgbé Ọlọ́run ni.
it's the dwelling place of
Pé
God.
ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tó wà yìí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì mímọ́ Ọlọ́run.
And this church is the only church of God.
Aláìmọ́ ogun lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀.
Unclean people will never.
Ó ní owó òṣèlè dídé.
He said he could not stand up
Ó
immediately,
lè wá nà ní ẹgbàá.
and that angel flogged him with cane.
Wọ́n pè mí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni.
Our daddy was called in Lagos.
Ó ti sí ìlú tó lágbára.
He was seriously sick to the point
Nígbà ló wá jẹ́wọ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
he now confessed his sin.
Mo wá gbàdúrà
Our
fún.
daddy rushed out from Lagos and
Kò tí ì ju
prayed.
oṣù kan
It's not even up to a month
tó dọ̀dọ̀ wá nígbà yẹn.
that he just joined the church then.
Tí wàá sọ pé alágbèrè ló ń lò.
He now confessed that he was truly an adulterous
Bí mo
person.
ṣe jọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀
And
nìyẹn.
that is how our Father in the Lord let go of him.
So gbogbo ojú tó ń wọ̀ mí báyìí.
Every eye looking unto our Father in the Lord now.
Gbogbo etí tó ń gbọ́ mi.
Every eye listening to his voice.
Mo gbóhùn Olúwa.
Hear the voice of the Lord.
Olúwa ní pé
And the Lord said,
kí n sọ fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn.
And she made it known to people and
Wípé
everyone
ibùgbé òun wọn ò túnṣe.
that the dwelling place of God is not being, it's not
Pẹ́pẹ́
being well
òun
treated.
wọn ò yá sí mímọ́.
The altar of God is not made sacred.
Pẹ́pẹ́ òun wọn ò yá sí mímọ́.
The altar of God is not made sacred.
Wọ́n kó àìmọ́wọ́ bẹ̀.
They are bringing the unclean things to the altars of God.
Ẹlòmíràn oríṣiríṣi àjẹmájò ká máa ṣe níbẹ̀.
A lot of evil they perpetrated in the
Kí ìwọ
altar.
tó bá ṣerú ẹ̀.
You that you have been doing this kind of thing,
Olúwa ní kí n sọ fún ọ.
the Lord said we should warn you now.
Jáwọ́
Desist from this,
kó mọ́ bàjẹ́ pa.
for you not to be flogged by
Jáwọ́
God.
nísinsìnyí lọ.
Desist from it now.
Tún pẹpẹ Ọlọ́run ṣe.
Amend and correct
Ya pẹpẹ Ọlọ́run sí mímọ́.
altars of God.
Ibùgbé
Sanctify
Ọlọ́run ni.
the altar of God because
Fún
it's
àpẹẹrẹ.
for instance,
Pẹpẹ tí a bá yà sí mímọ́.
every altar that is made sacred,
Àdúrà wọn á máa gbà níbẹ̀.
your prayer is always answered in.
Ẹ bá ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tó jẹ́ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì Ọlọ́run.
If you see the true church of God,
Tí kì í ṣe tí ìmọ̀lẹ̀ òkùnkùn.
and that is not the word of darkness or
Tí
fraternity,
àdúrà wọn bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wọlé tó ṣàkí.
once their prayer begin to suffer issue,
Kí ìrìnàjò Ọlọ́run tó wà níbẹ̀ kó lọ yára ẹ̀ wò.
let the servant of God in that ministry check his or herself.
Ó kìlọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn tó bá ṣe nǹkan oṣù tàbí tó bá dẹ́ṣẹ̀ tó
And
bá
give
ṣe
a
àgbẹ̀.
warning that whosoever that is menstruating or dipping into one sin or the
Kọ́
other,
máa gun
they
kẹ̀kẹ́.
should not come near the altar.
Tó bá ṣe èyí,
Once it
àdúrà bẹ̀ abẹ́ ti jẹ́
then the prayer becomes acceptable by God.
àdúrà bẹ̀ máa jẹ́ ìtọ́gbọ́.
Prayer becomes acceptable.
Mo sì gba àdúrà
We pray,
gbogbo ìjọ Ọlọ́run
every church of God,
tí wọ́n ti nípa ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ nípa ìbìkítà
maybe
nípa
through by
àìmọ̀kan
nonchalance, by ignorance, or by sin,
tí wọ́n ti bà pẹpẹ wọn jẹ́.
that have destroyed or defied the altars of God.
Tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ ìjọ Ọlọ́run ni.
And they are truly the true church of God.
Tí kì í ṣe ibi tó ti ṣe òkùnkùn.
That is not the place where evil and occultic people dwells.
Ángẹ́lì mọ́ òde ọ̀run kó ya bẹ̀ sí mọ́.
With the holy angels of God from heaven should sanctify
Pẹpẹ náà kó
us.
gba agbára ọ̀tun.
Let the altar receive a new power.
Iná pẹpẹ láti ọ̀run wá kó sọ̀kalẹ̀
The
sí.
fire of altar from heaven should come down to the
Gbogbo
altar.
àbàwọ́n àti ètì tó ti wọ́ bẹ̀ kó parẹ́.
Every blemish and reproach of the altar should be
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
raised
kó rí.
in the name of
Kí
Jesus.
àdúrà inú ìjọ náà kó bẹ̀ sí gbà.
Prayer of the church should begin to hand.
Tó jẹ́ pẹpẹ Ọlọ́run ni
The
o.
one that is the
Tí kì í ṣe ibi tó rí ìkọ̀mọ́lẹ̀ sí.
not place where something is
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kó rí.
so shall it
Ní
be.
orúkọ Jésù Olúwa wa.